Today we are going to learn the balance portion of our chapter. We learned which chapter? We learned the third chapter, the Northern Mountains. The Northern Mountains. In this chapter, we discuss about the greater Himalayas, parts of Himalaya. We discuss about Himalayas. Then we learn the parts of Himalayas, the greater Himalayas or Himadri, middle Himalayas. We learn. Then today we are going to learn the lower Himalayas or Shivalik range. The lower Himalayas or Shivalik range. The Shivalik is the lowest range. Shivalik is the lowest range of the Himalayas. Shivalik means the lower Himalayas. So Shivalik is the lowest range of the Himalayas. Shivalik is the lowest range of Himalayas. Lowest range of Himalayas. Lowest range of Himalayas. Shivalik is the lowest range of Himalayas. Okay. Then many people live here. Many people live here. Many people live in the lowest range of Himalayas. That is Shivalik. In Shivalik range, many people live here. Live here in villages. In Shivalik range, there is so many villages are present. So in Shivalik range, many people live in villages. Okay. In Shivalik range, different types of crops are cultivated. The crops like rice, maize, potatoes, maize, etc. are grown here. The crops like rice, potatoes are cultivated in Shivalik range. Rice, potatoes are cultivated in where? Shivalik range. Okay. Then in the lower Himalayas, that is Shivalik range, many hills are present. The slope of the hills are used for terrace farming. Slope of hills are used for slopes of hills are used for terrace farming. Okay, terrace farming. Then in Shivalik range, there is varieties of wild animals are lived. Here. Snow deer, leopard, elephant, then deer, wild cats, etc. are lived in Shivalik range. In Shivalik range, there are hills present and also dense forest is present. In the dense forest, so many wild animals like leopard, elephant, snow deer, wild cats, etc. is lived in Shivalik range. Okay. Then the area to the south of the Shivalik range. Is known as Terai region. The area of the Shivalik range. South of the Shivalik range is known as, that area is known as Terai region. Once again, the lower Himalaya is also known as Shivalik range. Shivalik range is the lowest range of Himalayas. Shivalik range is the lowest range of Himalayas. In Shivalik range, we can see many hills are present. Many hills Shivalik range. There rice, potatoes, etc. are cultivated in Shivalik range. And the slopes of hills are used for terrace farming. Slopes of hills are used for terrace farming, and the area of south of the Shivalik range, that south area is known as Terai region. That south area is known as Terai region. Okay. Then next, why are Himalayas important for us? Why are Himalayas important for us? Why are Himalayas important for us? It to protect us from cold winds coming from the Central Asia. It protect us from the cold and dry winds coming from the Central Asia. Important for us. Why are Himalayas important for us? Important for us. First important, from ancient times, years ago, the Himalayas form a strong natural barrier. The Himalaya forms a strong natural barrier to keep foreign invaders for our country. For ancient times, the Himalaya forms a natural barrier to keep foreign invaders to our country. Invaders for our country. Once again, why are Himalayas important for us? The ancient times, the Himalayas forms a natural barrier to keep foreign invaders for our country. Next, second one, the Himalayas form a natural barrier. Then second one, it to protect. The Himalaya protect us. The Himalaya protect us from the cold and dry winds. Protect us from cold and dry winds coming from the Central Asia. It also forms a natural barrier to keep foreign invaders for our country, and to protect us from cold and dry winds coming from Central Asia. Next, and also it help us the monsoon winds. It also help us to save the monsoon winds. In our country. It also protect the monsoons in our country. Otherwise, the monsoon winds escape from our country. Next, we get many valuable materials like from Himalayas. We get valuable materials like timbers, medicines, honey, raisins, etc. We get valuable materials like timbers, medicines, honey, raisins, etc. from Himalayas. Then many wild animals also live here. Himalayas. Then these are the important factors about Himalayas. Why are Himalayas important for us? Why are Himalayas important for us? Because the Himalaya forms a natural barrier, to keep foreign invaders for our country, and also it will protect us from cold and dry winds coming from Central Asia, and also from Himalayas we get the valuable materials like timbers, medicines, honey, raisins, etc. And also in Himalayas so many wild animals lived there. Then many great rivers of our countries like Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra rises from the glaciers of Himalayas. Then the Himalayas protects our monsoon winds. Otherwise it will escape from our country. We do not get monsoon properly. Okay, next one, life in the Himalayan region. The Himalayan region includes Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. First, Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir. The Jammu and Kashmir have two capitals. They are Jammu and Srinagar. Jammu and Srinagar are the capitals of Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir have two capitals. They are Jammu and Srinagar. Then the languages spoken in Jammu and Kashmir. Are Dogri. Kashmiri, Urdu, and Ladakhi. The languages spoken in Jammu and Kashmir are Dogri, Urdu, Ladakhi, Kashmiri, and Kashmiri. These are the languages spoken in Jammu and Kashmir. Then Ladakh lies in the northeastern part of the state, part of Jammu and Kashmir. Ladakh lies in the northeastern part of the state. Northeastern part of the state. Once again, life in the Himalayan region. Jammu and Kashmir is situated in the Himalayan region. So Jammu and Kashmir have two capitals, Jammu and Srinagar. Are the two capitals of Jammu and Kashmir. The languages spoken in Jammu and Kashmir are Dogri, Urdu, Ladakhi, and Kashmiri. Ladakh lies in the northeastern part of the state, Jammu and Kashmir. Then in Jammu and Kashmir there are two beautiful lakes present. They are Dal and Vular. These are the two beautiful lakes present in Jammu and Kashmir, Dal and Vular. Dal and Vular are the two beautiful lakes present in Jammu and Kashmir. In Dal and Vular lakes, we can see houseboats and the shikas. We can see houseboats. We can see houseboats and shikas floats on water. Shikas floats on water. Floats in the lake. Floats in the lake. Lakes. All of you understood? Dal and Vular are the beautiful lakes present in Jammu and Kashmir. We can see several houseboats and shikas floats in the lakes. In the lakes, Dal and Vular. Okay. Then in Jammu and Kashmir, famous temples also present. In Jammu and Kashmir, we can see famous temples. Famous temples of Mada, Vaishnavi Devi and Amarnath are also located in Amarnath. The temple of Amarnath and Vaishnavi Devi. Temple of Vaishnavi Devi. Vaishnavi Devi and Amarnath. Amarnath is situated in Jammu and Kashmir. Is situated in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. Then the people live in Jammu and Kashmir. Their occupation is dependent by the season, the coming seasons in Jammu and Kashmir. It depends on the season of the state Jammu and Kashmir. Once again, we learn about the Himalayan life of the Himalayan region in Jammu and Kashmir. The Jammu and Kashmir have two capitals, Jammu and Srinagar. The languages spoken in Jammu and Kashmir are Dogri, Urdu, Ladakhi and Kashmiri. Then Ladakh lies in the northeastern part of the state, part of the Jammu and Kashmir. Then we can see there are two beautiful lakes. There are two beautiful lakes present in Jammu and Kashmir, Dal and Vular. In these lakes we can find many houseboats and shikas floats on the lakes, and many famous temples also situated in Jammu and Kashmir. They are Vaishnavi Devi, temple of Vaishnavi Devi and Amarnath is located in Jammu and Kashmir. Then the people live in Jammu and Kashmir how their occupation is depend on the seasons present in the state. In summer season, the people in Jammu and Kashmir cultivate rice, maize, rajma and saffron. Saffron is cultivated in summer season. In summer season, the people in Jammu and Kashmir cultivate rice, maize, rajma and saffron. Saffron in summer season. Summer season. And in winter season, they make shawls and carpets. Shawls and carpets in winter season. So this occupation is very famous in our country. This is the reason we can say that in the people in Jammu and Kashmir depend their occupation on seasons. In summer season, they cultivate rice, maize, rajma and saffron. In winter season, they make shawls and carpets. carpets. These all about Jammu and Kashmir. That's all in about Jammu and Kashmir. Next, Himachal Pradesh. Next Himalayan region is Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh is also in the Himalayan region. It is cool in summers and very cold in winters. In Himachal Pradesh, in this state is very cool in summer. Very cool in summer. Cool in summer and cold in winter. And cold in winter. In Himachal Pradesh, there are famous hill stations present. Famous hill stations like Shimla and Kufri. Shimla and Kufri. These are the famous hill stations present in Himachal Pradesh. Famous hill stations. Famous hill stations present in Himachal Pradesh. Famous hill stations present in Himachal Pradesh. They are Shimla and Kufri. Then, in this state, Dussehra is the famous festivals present in Himachal Pradesh. Kullu and Dussehra is the famous festival. Kullu and Dussehra. Dussehra is the famous festivals conducting. Famous festivals conducting in Himachal Pradesh are Kullu and Dussehra. That's all about Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh is the state. Himachal Pradesh is cool in summer and cold in winter. Cool in summer and cold in winter. And the famous hill stations situated or located in Himachal Pradesh are Shimla and Kufri. And the famous festivals conducting in Himachal Pradesh are Kullu and Dussehra. Okay. Next, Himalayan region. The life from the Himalayan region. Uttarakhand. Next, Himalayan region. The life of the Himalayan region. Uttarakhand. It is also known as Devabhoomi. The Uttarakhand is also known as Devabhoomi or land of gods. It is also known as Devabhoomi or it is also called a land of gods. It is also known as land of gods. Another Himalayan region is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is also known as Devabhoomi or land of gods. It is located at the foothills of the Himalayas. Uttarakhand is located at the foothill of Himalayas. Uttarakhand is situated at the foothills of Himalayas. It is situated at the foothills of Himalayas. Foothills of Himalayas. Then Dehradun is the capital of Uttarakhand. Dehradun is the capital of Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand. Dehradun is the capital city of Uttarakhand. Dehradun is the capital city of Uttarakhand. Okay. Then once again about Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is also known as Devabhoomi or land of gods. Dehradun is the capital city of Uttarakhand. Then Uttarakhand is situated at the foothills of Himalayas. Then the Uttarakhand includes Garhwal and Kumaon hill regions. The Uttarakhand includes Garhwal and Kumaon hill regions. The Uttarakhand includes Garhwal and Kumaon hill regions. If we can see in Uttarakhand Garhwal and Kumaon hill regions. It includes Garhwal and Kumaon hill regions. Garhwal and Kumaon hill regions. The people live in Uttarakhand, most of them are farmers. The people in Uttarakhand most of them are farmers. Then, once again about Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is also known as Devabhoomi or land of gods. Devabhoomi or land of gods. Then it is situated at the foothills of Himalayas. Dehradun is the capital city of Uttarakhand. Then Garhwal and Kumaon is it includes Garhwal and Kumaon hill regions. Then most of the people live in Uttarakhand are farmers. Then in Uttarakhand, the popular hill stations present in Uttarakhand are popular hill stations like Nainital, Mussoorie and Ranikhet. These are the popular hill stations located in Uttarakhand. Okay. Then in Uttarakhand we can locate many religious places like Haridwar, Rishikesh and Badrinath. In Uttarakhand we can locate famous many religious places like Haridwar, Rishikesh and Badrinath. Located in Uttarakhand. Haridwar, Rishikesh and Badrinath is located in where? Uttarakhand. Okay. The people in Uttarakhand wear the traditional dress for men in this region is kurta, dhoti and kurta and pajama. Women wear gangras and choli. The people in Uttarakhand, the traditional dress for men's are kurta, dhoti and kurta and pajama. Then women wear gangra or choli. The traditional dress for women in Uttarakhand are gangra and choli. Okay, that's all about Uttarakhand. We learn about the life in the Himalayan region. First we learn about Jammu and Kashmir. The Jammu and Kashmir have two capitals. Jammu and Srinagar. Jammu and Srinagar. Okay, the languages spoken in Jammu and Kashmir are Urdu, Dogri, Kashmiri and Ladakhi. Ladakh lies in the northeastern part of the state, and also in Jammu and Kashmir there are two beautiful lakes are present, Dal and Bodar. In these lakes many houseboats and shikas are floats on the lakes. Then we learn about Himachal Pradesh, another Himalayan region, Himalayan region, Himachal Pradesh. Another Himalayan region is the Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh. It is cool. In this state, in summer season, the state is cool, and in winter season it is cold. In winter season it is cold. Then in Himachal Pradesh, famous hill stations are present. They are Shimla and Kufri. Then the festivals conducted in this state is Kullu and Dussara. The festivals conducted in Himachal Pradesh is Kullu and Dussara. Next, Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is also known as Deva Bhumi or land of gods. Uttarakhand is also known as Deva Bhumi or land of gods. It is located at the foothills of Himalayas. The capital city of Uttarakhand is Dehradun. Then, the most of the people lived here are farmers. Then, most of famous hill stations present in Uttarakhand are Nainital, Mussoorie and Ranikhet. These are the famous or popular hill stations in Uttarakhand. Then many religious places like Haridwar, Rishikesh and Badrinath. These are the famous religious places located in Uttarakhand. Then the traditional dresses for men and women in Uttarakhand. The traditional dress for men is dhoti and kurta and pajama. Then for women, they wear gangras and chori. Then next we learn about Sikkim and the hills of West Bengal. Next we learn about Sikkim and the hills of. Next we learn about Sikkim and the hills of West Bengal. Sikkim and the hills of West Bengal. Sikkim is a very beautiful place. Sikkim is a very beautiful state. Sikkim is very beautiful state. It is a very beautiful state. Then the capital of Sikkim is Gangtok. Gangtok is the capital of Sikkim. Gangtok is the capital city of Sikkim. Next about West Bengal. Darjeeling is a famous hill station. Lies in the state of West Bengal. Darjeeling is the famous hill station. Darjeeling. Darjeeling is the famous hill station present in West Bengal. West Bengal. Darjeeling is the famous hill station present in West Bengal. Okay. Next, in West Bengal, high quality tea is grown here. West Bengal, high quality tea is grown here. And also from here, Darjeeling toy train. Darjeeling toy train is used as a means of transportation here. Darjeeling toy train is used as a means of transportation. Means of transportation here. Darjeeling toy train. Darjeeling toy train is used as a means of transportation here. Is used as a means of transportation here. Transportation here. Darjeeling toy train is used as a means of transportation here. Darjeeling is the capital city of West Bengal. Darjeeling is the capital city of West Bengal. Then Sikkim is a beautiful state, and Gangtok city is the capital city of Sikkim. Gangtok is the capital city of Sikkim. Next we learn about northeastern states. Northeastern states. Northeastern states. Northeastern states. There are seven states in the northeast. There are 7 states in the northeast. 7 states present in the northeastern part. They are Assam. Arunachal Pradesh. Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Tripura. These are the northeastern states. Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland and Tripura. These are the northeastern states. So these states are also called 7 states. These states are also called 7 states. 7 states. The 7 states are Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland and Tripura. Once again, 7 states: Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura. Okay, students, these are the 7 states: Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland and Tripura. These are the 7 states and also northeastern states in our country. Okay, what all things we learn today? We learn about the life in the Himalayan region. We learn about the life in the Himalayan region. The Himalayan regions include Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, then Sikkim and hills. We learn about Sikkim and hills in West Bengal. Then we learn about the northeastern states. The northeastern states are the 7 states. Okay, all of you study well. then write the notes neatly and read the text carefully. Okay, bye.